this way you guys can actually have conversation behind the scenes. Actually, know a lot of you do. All right, guys, how are we all doing tonight? Now I'm going to ask you to come back on talk. How are you guys doing? Eileen Johnson. Welcome. So it looks like we're going to get close to 100 of you on, which is a lot of you. Goodness. So for those of you that only want to listen, definitely mute *6. For those of you that want to get on and share, have questions, comments, you guys can absolutely unmute. You all know this, okay? That this is an interactive call. This is for you, okay? This was designed many years ago so that we could all share our experiences, our testimonies, our questions, our confusion, how to eat this or use some of these products. What does concentration mean? How do I find certain things on the website? All of that information is really important that we exchange with one another. So this is not designed just to be a lecture, okay? I want you to step in and step on and participate. If you have any thoughts, you want to go ahead and email me ahead of time. A lot of you do. I promised you I would give you the email, so here it is. It's Dr. Dees, DRDEES, at Comcast.net. Okay, so you can always throw me a question, and I will absolutely do my best to answer it or direct you to who can answer it. But welcome, everybody. This is your weekly Sunrider product call. I'm Dr. Karen Spencer-Dees. I am going to host tonight, and I have some special people that are going to come on a little bit later. But I just want to welcome all of you who are new, all of you who are new but have been with Sunrider 30 years, but maybe new again. I know a lot of you are rethinking how you're using and consuming these foods. I've learned over the past few weeks how complacent we all get, or how comfortable, I guess is a better word. We get used to using the products we like, and then we don't look any further. And Sunrider has done amazing research and improvement and added a whole lot more interesting flavors. So I hope you'll keep an open mind. A lot of you are emailing already saying, I want to be new. You can be new. You can be new. Guys, my background is in the field of biology and nutrition. I have been in private practice for over 20 years. And double majored in the fields of nutrition and biology many years ago, and did my bachelor's, my master's, my doctorates, all really in the field of nutrition and the endocrine system. So my specialty really has to do with women and hormones, and over the years I have become known as the family nutritionist. So I see everybody from the dads to the athletes to your students and your children. And just a little side note, that many years ago when I was first introduced to Sunrider, I found that as a student, when I began to eat these products, that a lot of them, a lot of them could be used and consumed many different ways. And my way may not be the same as your way, but they're all really good ways. So if you hear that maybe I'm using the foods, or you're using the foods a little bit differently, jump on and share. I am always fascinated and excited to hear how you're eating these products. I want to give you a little background on Sunrider. I think it's important that we all kind of take a look at who Sunrider really is and why so many of us have stayed loyal to the products, to the company, to the opportunity, and why so many of us really get excited about sharing what these foods have done for our bodies, and how many of you brand new are really hopeful and excited what they will do. Sunrider, for me, as a professional, and many years while I was at Stanford and while I was at Harvard and some of the other places that I have been, I found that they were always the same 5 questions that were really asked, both of the professionals and also of the consumers, and really as a student, also of me. And the 5 questions are very simple, and they all get answered very clearly by Sunrider, and it really has set up why Sunrider is different. And one of the first questions that everybody always asks, I asked also, is this medicine? And I want to start by saying Sunrider is a food company, not a medicinal company. And so no, this is not medicine, this is food. And as food, you can feel safe and confident that you can eat as much as you want or as little as you want and not be concerned that you are using any version of medicine. This also does not conflict with anybody who has a need for their medication. This is a different category. So unless you have restrictions from your doctors about certain foods that you cannot eat, welcome, then this is all wonderful, okay? So think about Sunrider as an organic supermarket shopping, right? Not going in and buying our medication and treating an illness. Sunrider is food that's designed to build your body up. The second question that always gets asked is there only one product that does everything? Because I've seen on the market that there are certain go-to products that can do everything. No, that's different. Sunrider is a variety of ingredients that actually, when put together, build and nourish very specific systems. Such as, this I always found fascinating. One product that was called Quinary was a combination of 50 different vegetables. 10 of each of those vegetables fed one of our 5 major systems: our digestion, our circulation, our immune, our respiratory, and our digestive system. And so when we look at the difference between marketing and we see on TV, if you take this one product, it will do everything. Sunrider's philosophy is eating the right combination and a variety of foods is the most important part to rebuild a system up. And for me, as a doctor in the field and a professor of nutrition, I'm always teaching how important it is to eat from all of the different colors, all of the different color vegetables and fruits, not just one individual vegetable. That won't do everything. A carrot will not build everything up in your system. You also, right, you need leafy greens, you need some root vegetables. In addition, maybe you need a little garlic. The important piece is that Sunrider is a combination, not one single ingredient. So it's the perfect salad bar. The third question is, and I stand very firm on this, who owns your company and do they have any expertise in it? Because so many companies are now owned by people without any expertise in that field at all. And this is one of the most important pieces regarding Sunrider. Sunrider is owned and operated as a family. And at the helm, and I love this information, we have Dr. Tae-Fu Chen, who's a renowned herbalist, right, with a degree in pharmacology. And Dr. Oilan Chen, who is a Western medical doctor. And their sons, Dr. Ruben Chen, who's also a medical doctor, specializing in sports medicine. And even we have Eric Chen, who's an organic chemist, who oversees research and development. This is just a few of those at the helm, all within the family. So who owns the company has a vested interest in the field, in the products, and how your body receives them. This is important. This is very important, and this goes to the stability of the company. The fourth question, which I find always really interesting, is there a philosophy? Now, I get asked that a lot because in my field, there's always a different philosophy. It can be only eat proteins. It may be everybody is carb free as a philosophy. It may be that everybody wants to be macrobiotic. There's always a different philosophy of why people use a product line or eat a certain way. Sunrider actually does have a philosophy, and this philosophy actually sets them apart from everybody else, and it's called a philosophy of regeneration. It's actually what turned my head initially to the company and to this product line. Regeneration is a really important but very potent word. It means that if you feed your body enough of the right ingredients, the right fruits and vegetables, in the right concentration, meaning you get enough of them, and you get enough of a variety of them into your systems, your body, which actually is the miracle, actually has the ability with all that nutrition to rebuild itself, renew itself, and do something spectacular, regenerate itself, which means to make new, which is what all of us really want to do, start again. To make new, meaning to turn back the clock as you go forward. It means that potentially to eat today to change the course of your future, to give you a better quality of life, but to actually regenerate or repair, right, damaged cells. Now, it is not a cure, it's food. And the fascinating part really is the fifth question, which is how does that work? How can you prove to me? How does that work? That you actually get, right? You actually get a regenerative effect. And that has to do with something really spectacular within Sunrider. And that has to do with how they actually grow, manufacture, harvest, and concentrate. The big word here, guys, how does this work? It's called concentration. Everything first and foremost is grown in a very organic way. No metal, no tractors are in the fields. Your cali tea leaves, everything is harvested by hand. It's actually shaken on bamboo trays. Everything has a meaning, and everything is designed to enhance, right, the quality of this ingredient before you ever get it into your body. But what sets Sunrider apart is what's called concentration. It means that they take 7 to 10 pounds of this raw ingredient, and we can use what I always like to use as a carrot. If I have a wonderful organic, right, a great garden outside, and I pick a healthy carrot at the peak of its perfection, and I know that I need to eat 5 to 7 carrots a day to help, right, get enough nutrition for maybe I want to enhance my vision, or I'd like my skin to be healthier, or my immune system, whatever reasons I'm eating that carrot for. If I were to consume 5 to 7 carrots every day, I possibly and probably, and that being only one vegetable, guys, could not digest all of that fiber, all that fibrousness, but I need the nutrition of it. And even if I said to you, if you eat seven servings of green leafy greens every day for your calcium, right, and your iron, and you eat all these carrots, now we're only at 2 vegetables. You start to see it's going to be impossible to digest all of the important nutrition you need. So Sunrider found a way to actually extract the nutrients from 5 to 7, sometimes 10 pounds of the raw ingredient while keeping it intact, meaning they kept the synergistic structure intact as a carrot and sprayed, dried all of that onto one carrot. And when you eat that one carrot, it's like you ate 10 of them. And you are now going to get the concentration of 10 carrots, but you only have to eat 1. When you do that, your body can digest that 1 carrot. And when it digests in a simple way, that 1 carrot, you then can get the nutrition to actually move, right? To be transported where it needs to go. You'll have correct absorption. You will start to notice that you have no bellyache, you're not bloated from it. you start to recognize that the body's actually using it, converting it to fuel, it's converting it to recovery. And Sunrider has done that with every single one of their ingredients in every single product, from what you put on your skin to what you consume in your body. That's why it works. No other company has done this. And you can look, because I do a lot, to look at all sorts of labels. And you'll see at the bottom of a lot of most supplements on the market, it'll say 1-to-1. Meaning they start with 1 pound of raw ingredient, they grind it up, and they mark it 1 pound of finished ingredient. So if you wanted to look at what the value is, think of it this way. Every single time that I take 1 capsule, 1 vial, or even 1 powder, I have to think about this. I have to ask myself, do I want to swallow this 1 capsule, or would I need 10 from someone else's product? Do I want to drink 1 vial of Evergreen, or do I want to consume 7 to 10 pounds of leafy green vegetables, or for somebody from someone else's company to get chlorophyll, I would need 10 of their servings. If you look at serving to serving, every serving of every product that you use, multiply 7 to 10 times. That's the value in your product. That's why it works. That's why you get the regenerative effect, because it's digestible, absorbable nutrition. It makes all the difference. So for everybody, as you go forward from this moment on, I want you to know that's really the Sunrider difference, and those are the questions everybody asks. And Sunrider is able to answer all of them. Now, if I look at all of your amazing questions over the past few weeks, and there have been many, I'm going to streamline it and answer a few, okay? And I think it's important to know that I am sitting right at my own laptop. I'm on Sunrider's website. And as I always tell you, with every single product, you will see the words product fact sheet. If you want more information, or you want the information that I am giving you, click on product fact sheet. It will give you all of that. And that is the best piece of literature I can advise you to share with anyone interested. It will answer all of their questions. Okay? And just so you know, again, I read to you, my answers just now came directly from Sunrider's product catalog. Okay, let's start first and foremost, and then as I finish this up, I'm going to ask for any of you who have had any experiences of the past few weeks you want to share. You will see that Sunrider has put forth one of my favorite combinations, and they've named it the Immunity and Respiratory Support Pack. This is really an important combination for everybody. This is a pack I will buy from one of my sons who just recently went off to college after the year of not being able to attend because of COVID, and is already in lockdown. So this is that combination. This is the combination I will want my parents to purchase, and I'll keep in the house. I want all of you to look at this for yourselves, and then also those around you that you care about. I want you guys to go on the website, click shop. It will come up with all the products. I am going to spend today on what's called the product packs. And that is actually one of your headings. If you click on it, you can follow along. And for those of you who've already asked me where the information will come from, again, I'm going to tell you that it's under product packs, and there will be a product fact sheet for each one. Just go directly to that product. But let's just take a look quickly, okay, at this one pack. This is important because this is a pack of prevention. And we are still, believe it or not, guys, we still need to build our immune systems and our respiratory systems. This is still as important today as it was last year. And this isn't just because of COVID. This is because we are about to come in, believe it or not, to allergy season. And because when you venture into spring and you venture into allergy season, right? We know that there's a lot of mucus producing, and this is coming from me as your doctor of nutrition. There's a lot of allergies, there's a lot of reactions, and what happens is your immune system and your respiratory system have to work overtime. So we want to give them the nutrition so they do not have to work overtime, and they can limit on the side of treatment, they can limit some of the side effects you all experience, but also build you up stronger so that your upper respiratory system can breathe easier, right? And for those of you, as you will see in this pack, everybody needs improvement in their immune system, some more than others. But let's just look at what Sunrider has to say, okay? Sunrider states a strong immune system is your #1 defense against viral attacks and sickness. This is coming from Sunrider, guys. Featuring 4 targeted products, our new pack provides powerful herbal nutrition to support your immune and your respiratory systems and your overall health. This is me speaking, right? Along with Sunrider. Don't just treat your symptoms. Proactively protect your health with natural formulas backed by hundreds of years of traditional use. Sunrider is telling you this will help build your systems. And in here is alpha-20C, Conco, vitamin D3, Citrix C, and when you purchase this, the amazing hand cleansing gel. So I'm going to go through this pack with all of you, okay? So the first that Sunrider has here is the alpha-20C. Now, a lot of you love this product, and a lot of you use this product throughout your winter, but when the seasons change for a lot of you, or for some of you it's always warm, you tend not to use enough of alpha-20C. So I am encouraging you to eat, use, and consume more. Don't back up. And for those of you like myself who are still with snow, it's equally as important as we switch into spring, but also during the cold weather. So alpha-20C, alpha, I'm going to give you an easy way to remember it. Alpha alphabet. Your 20th letter of your alphabet is T. Alpha-20C stands for your T cells, which are your white blood cells. They're your fighter T cells that build and support your immune and defense system. Sunrider says, let's see what Sunrider says, fortify your immune system while packing in powerful prevention and cleansing your body. It's infused with Chinese white flower, Paris herb, and others. Alpha-20C naturally nourishes, here we go, your T cells with the wood element herbs to support a healthy immune system while fueling, right? Fueling, giving your body fuel with antioxidants, which boost your immune system, extra calcium, and other fortifying nutrients. Now remember, even though this says calcium, I want us all to remember that Sunrider is about whole food nutrition. So the calcium will be coming from an ingredient that actually, think of it like this, like spinach or kale or a leafy green that naturally has calcium in it. One of these ingredients naturally has calcium in it. So all of the active ingredients are whole foods, as if you were eating a salad. Just a really big one without any stomachache after it. On Sunrider's website, under their product fact sheet, 2 of the ingredients that I really find important has to do with one called the Paris herb. And it happens to speak to me because it has side benefits. When you're building your immune system, a lot of times we think about viruses and we think about, right, our immune system defending us against the colds, the flus, the viruses. But what we don't think about is also what else our immune system does. It helps us to stay, and this is important, without inflammation. Think of it as a reduction of inflammatory responses or reduction of inflammation. And the Paris herb is known, right, to alleviate headaches, muscle aches, and joint pain. And for anyone who's ever had inflammation, you know what it feels like. The alpha-20C will also help you not just build your immune system, but you'll notice a reduction of the frequent headaches or the muscle aches or the joint pain. One of the other herbs that I find really spectacular in it has to do with the Chinese white flower. And what amazes me about this ingredient is this is actually relief for your sore muscles or that feeling of fatigue that you get when your body is worn down. And when you've been sick, think of it like this. When you've had a virus or you've had the flu, how many times do we say, my body hurts, right? Or you possibly have fibromyalgia, or you have conditions, right, where your body hurts, and you'll say, oh, my body is so tired, it feels so fatigued, and it hurts. It hurts when I wake up, it hurts when I get up. A lot of you find when you have a lot of allergies. How many times do I hear, I have such a headache, my head is so congested? Think about all the words we use, and then know that alpha-20C feeds all of this. And so for anyone who thinks it's just to prevent a virus, it's beyond that. You can eat this every day. And what I love is always under the facts and questions, because Sunrider always answers the questions that you all ask. What are T cells? What does the immune system do? So just to answer that straight from Sunrider, what are T cells? Why do I need to nourish them? These are your white blood cells. They fight germs and infections in your body, and they're an important part of your immune system. There you go. It's right there for you. What does your immune system do? The immune system fights illness, infection, germs, and parasites by trying to rid your body of any unfamiliar cells. Right there for you. You never have to guess. Okay? And you'll see right there, there's a little box that'll say serving size. And for the US, it will say 2 capsules, right, with meals. Also, alpha-20C comes in what looks like a packet or a sachet of powder. And it's equivalent to 10 capsules. So if you want to take more, or you're using one of these packets for your children, open up that packet in their smoothie and share it with all the kids. However you want to use it is terrific. The alpha-20C is in this new pack. The Conco. For me, Conco really just means with cold, right? That's my Latin, Conco, with cold. But Conco is really about building and edifying or lifting the upper respiratory system. And if you've ever had asthma or pneumonia, or you've ever had trouble breathing, or you have allergies, or you just get winded, you know what it feels like when your lungs are begging you for extra support. Conco nourishes that entire system. So it builds it so it's stronger. And Sunrider writes on their product fact sheet, breathe easy, right? Breathe easy and feel balanced. With this highly concentrated formula, helps bring health, right, to your respiratory system and bring it into balance. In Chinese, this is the metal element. One thing that Sunrider writes about this is that it promotes healthy circulation and healthy respiration, healthy digestion, right? Think about all of these benefits Conco has, but its main focus is to help build your upper respiratory system. Now, what amazes me about Conco is that not only does it balance the respiratory system, but it also benefits your circulatory and digestive system. That is a side benefit that I think a lot of you will find fascinating. I think it's an important piece that sometimes we get. I always like to give you a visual. Think about what it's like when you have a sinus headache and your head is throbbing, and you know that you need help with your circulation and you need help with your upper respiratory. This promotes that correct blood flow to the brain while helping with all of that. overproduction of mucus, right? And makes a difference in that situation. Think of it now proactively, how you may not have to get all those sinus headaches if you build this system. One of the ingredients that I love in here, the bamboo leaf, I found it fascinating. Not only does it aid in digestion, which I found fascinating, but it's designed to strengthen your skin and your bones. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because although we are target, marketing or target sharing what this product does, I like you to see the bigger picture. It's like saying carrots are only good for your eyes. We know they're right, or that Conco is only good for your upper respiratory. It's its main important role, but there are some wonderful side benefits to it. So while we're building our upper respiratory system, I want to read this to you, and I found this really interesting. And it was what, or how, I guess is really the question, is the metal element. And this is from a very different philosophy, a Chinese philosophy. And it states, right on the product fact sheet, in traditional Chinese medicine, health is the balance of 5 elements, right? Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And each element has its own qualities in your body. And each element connects or corresponds with one of your systems. As we talked about, the immune or digestion or endocrine, right? Or here, upper respiratory or possibly circulation. But the metal or Conco is associated with your lungs, but not just your lungs, also with your large intestines where we house a lot of mucus, which is why it works. And so this product cools the heat of the pressure you would feel. Think of sinus headache, when your head feels hot and swollen, or when you feel, right, that it's hard to breathe. We want to cool the lungs. We want to cool the large intestines. And so Conco, right, important, supports, builds our upper respiratory, our lungs, our large intestine, our alpha-20C is for our immune system. Together, they're going to help us, right? Not just fight the virus, but get stronger so that our lungs and our defense system work for us proactively. The third product in here is the Citrix C. All of you ask all the time, are all vitamin C's the same? And why would I want Citrix C over someone else's vitamin C? I want you always to remember that Sunrider starts and uses food. They're not extracting the vitamin out and selling you the ascorbic acid. They have found a way to put a proprietary blend of all these amazing herbal ingredients together, or herb vegetables, that are naturally high in C, so that when you consume that Citrix C, it is just like eating the actual food that has C in it, but also all the surrounding other important vitamins, possibly minerals, active ingredients, so that the C works even better. Sunrider states it's chewable, it's convenient. Each tablet contains 200%, each tablet, 200% of the daily recommended value. I don't think you know that. A lot of you think that it is 2%. It's 200%. It's specially made for superior absorption. For me, as a doctor in this field, that's the key right there. You can take all the supplements you want, but if you're not absorbing them, you wasted your money. So this, like all Sunrider products, are made for superior absorption. The kids love them because they taste good. They taste like oranges. But this contains green tea, rose hips, and other rich sources we talked about that have naturally occurring vitamin C in them. Something simple as rose hips. You can all Google what rose hips look like. Beautiful. They're beautiful. This has anti-inflammatory properties, also benefits the immune system. When you are able to consume the naturally occurring, right, ingredients all together, synergistically put all together, the perfect combination, you get all these other side benefits and you get better absorption. So now we've built our upper respiratory, we're building our immune system, and now we're going to give our bodies extra C. And as I've shared with you many, many, many times, it is important to not just use alpha 20C, but use the Citrix C with it, because it gives you day-to-day protection against any of these germs you breathe in, take in, someone coughs around you, sneezes around you. This is extra protection. This always reminds me of going out in the rain with no umbrella. Go in the rain, this is your umbrella. Your Citrix C adds the secondary layer. As you're building the system of your immune system up, you are protecting it with the umbrella in the rain with your Citrix C. You can eat as many as you need to, but I want to remind you, one goes a long way. And my favorite is the benefit of taking Citrix C straight from Sunrider. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient that our bodies don't have the ability to produce. We can only get it through our diet. Our Citrix C tabs provide a natural source of this vitamin C that's readily absorbed and is important, okay? So it's going to build your immune system, neutralize free radicals, and my favorite is it helps you absorb iron. And for those of you that don't know, you need vitamin C to absorb iron, especially for those of you who are iron deficient. It's a little side note. All right, the last one. The last one that's in here, which is important, let's go to it, is the D3. A lot of you are deficient. But this is a really absorbable version of D3 and very important right now. Sunrider writes, this is our new supplement, high quality, fortified with an antioxidant powerhouse vitamin E plus safflower oil. It's very rich in protective polyphenols and healthy fatty acids. This helps to enhance your vitamin D absorption. You can read this, guys, on your product fact sheet. But no, by adding this product in addition, right, to your calcium, but adding this product into your daily regimen helps your bones, your teeth, your immune system, and your central nervous system. But I promise you, this has been a missing ingredient and link in everybody's diet for years and makes all the difference. So I want to just give you 3 highlights from this. Adding vitamin D3 will absolutely help support strong bones in your teeth. Okay, that's important for a lot of you, especially osteoporosis. You're noticing porous bones. You're noticing that your teeth are not as healthy as you'd like them to be. D3. The second is it helps, and this is important, support your immune system. This is another component of strengthening your immune system. The third is it makes all the difference in your nervous system and your nervous system function. And you will read a lot of information out there, a lot of research now on how important D3 has become to building and sustaining healthy nervous system. And that is everything, guys. Think about it for a minute. From those of you that have ever felt neuropathy or nerve tingling, you know what it feels like when your nerves feel frayed, or anxiety. That's why D3 makes all the difference for those that are anxious and depressed. You got to have enough of it. Sunrider has 2 versions, one 1,000 and one 5,000. Personally, I use the 5,000. My kids use the 1,000. Okay? And then with this one amazing pack, Sunrider is giving everybody a free hand cleansing gel, which in my opinion is my favorite in terms of not drying out your skin and your hands while giving you what you need to protect them and destroy, right? We know this, any germs and viruses that you may pick up from fruits and vegetables, touching doorknobs, getting your gas, whatever it is, using your ATM card. Now, I know we're running a little behind, so I want to go back here for a minute. On this product pack, you will see, guys, something that I learned last week a lot of you don't know about. And then I'm going to have Dodie come on. Guys, I've learned that a lot of you didn't know that, even though I thought you did, that Sunrider came out with samples. And they came out with 3 different sets of samples. This is on the product pack page. You will see one that is called the Daily Wellness. And Daily Wellness is your NBC. It's the foundational products of Nourish, Balance, Cleanse, which really is the foundational products for Sunrider. New Plus, Fortune, right? Vitadophilus, Quinery. You will see that it'll say Daily Wellness Sample Pack. There's 15 packs, guys, of all of these samples that Sunrider's done for you with Sunrider's product cards, just as I shared with you the product fact sheets, so that as you're sharing them, whether it's your family or friends, Sunrider has absolutely done something that is beautiful but really informative. They've given them what it's for, but also how to use it. And this way, guys, you do not have to be recreating this. But what I loved is they came out with a system. You have a sample, and then the next step, guys, was that they had a Daily Wellness 10-day pack for your family and friends who wanted to then try it. So you gave them a sample. This is now 10 days with wonderful literature. And again, my favorite is they didn't put in flavors. Everything is really of the flavorless, or the simply herbs, or it's Fortune Delight without any flavor. Really, because a lot of times when someone is trying this, we don't know always if they like the flavor or if they're reactive to a flavor. So this was a simple way to help everyone try NBC. So we've got a sample. We then have a 10-day pack. Guys, then they did a 30-day pack, which for some last a whole lot longer. Learn how many of you don't know it's here. Could you go on to the product pack page and take a look? They did the same thing, guys, with before, which is the Focus Calm Sleep, which is the Cali Night, right? It was the top focus and the ease to relax the body. And they came out with 15 samples for you with cards that are really beautiful, that give what it's for and how to use it. And then they did the same thing. They created a pack that comes after it. The third one, again, I didn't know, you all didn't know it was here, was the SunFit. It's called SunFit 321. Really, what it is, it's a way to lose body fat. Or for those that actually want to lose, I always say lower your cholesterol, lower your weight. Some of you, it's more about building muscle. But I want you to look at this. It's a sample pack similar to what we just talked about that has things like the new shakes to lose weight, Fortune Delight, Vita Taste. And then there was a pack that came after it that added into it the SunFit Protein Powder. You lose weight, you gain muscle. That's really the approach here. But guys, just where I sent you at the very beginning to look at the immunity and respiratory support pack, these 3 are right here. And I recently learned a lot of you don't know they're here. So I want to challenge you, and I want to have Dodie come on to actually, guys, use the samples, use the Sunrider literature. It's more effective. And then it'll give you your next step to help that person go to the pack 10 days or 30 days. And the best way everyone, guys, can really join, in my opinion, is this new preferred customer. And I would love Dodie. Dodie, are you there to come on and share who you are and how lengthy my talk was? And jump, go.
Hi, everyone. It's Dodie Beats. I'm with the business development team, and I was blessed last week to have a one-on-one call with Dr. Karen. She is just a book of knowledge, which we actually lost track of time, didn't we, Karen?
We did.
So it was wonderful. And, you know, I love that you brought up the sample product pack because they're such a great tool. Lisa touched base on one of the calls about how to send happy mail, and I always have done this. I've reached out to friends and got their address and, you know, provided them a sample of whatever company I was with at that time. Right now it's T, so it's a little less expensive to send out, but send them a nice little card and stickers. People don't get mail like they used to, right? We run on a world where we communicate through messenger, texting, and email. So, you know, to go to the mailbox and not just be bombarded with bills and statements, but to actually have, you know, a pretty little greeting card with a bag of tea, thinking of you, enjoy this, or one of the other samples, because you know your customers, you know your friends, you could design something in the happy mail to suit that individual. And I think that is huge. But the ticket to this, Karen, is in the follow-up, right? It's, you know, reaching out, because they're going to reach out to you when they get it, and helping them know how to use the proper way with the product and what to look for, you know, how they're going to benefit from the product. So definitely go online, take advantage of the product pack. I love all the information you gave us today about the newest product pack. I'm an allergy girl, so I'm going to definitely look into some of these. And then we challenge, Karen, I think we should challenge the team or who's ever on the call to reach out, because we have such a great preferred customer program that launched yesterday. And I'm not going to steal thunder because that's on the Wiz call tonight. But she's going to go over it in depth again at 7 p.m. or 5 Pacific. And, well, I guess in an hour and 10 minutes, so we can completely understand. The beauty of this business is the more you bring in as a retail and a preferred customer, and you just introduce the product gradually to them, they'll see the shift and want to make it a business or share it with someone that could be a part of your business. So right now, I think we have the best kept secret out there. I'm pretty sure there is no other product that gives us the absorbency rate that our products do, and the instant, like, I just can't believe how quick it works for me. Like, I was on the Kelly Tea and Fortune Delight, and within a week, I'm like, oh my goodness, my brain fog is gone. I can focus way better than I could before. And now I'm getting to be a little bit more courageous and playing with it. I bought the Fortune Delight, I make a picture of it, and then I drop strawberries in it. And I find my strawberries infuse the Fortune Delight with this wonderful flavor, but the strawberries, don't leave them in there too long. They have a flavor that is absolutely amazing. And I've played with mint leaves and cucumbers, so I'm experimenting, because I know if my girlfriends come over, they will enjoy a Fortune Delight with some fruit floating in it. Dr. Karen, was there anything else you'd like me to touch on?
First of all, thank you, and I'm bringing you back. I think that, guys, the reason that I want Dodie to keep coming on, and I'm going to have Donna do it also, is that all of you are emailing my mother, my friend is interested. How do I share it? What am I supposed to say? And how do they buy the products? I think it's equally as important that I give you that information as I do the product information. And I'm going to keep taking, probably 15 minutes, guys, and really addressing this. What Dodie is really saying is that she's sampling the products and testing them out. I love that she's putting strawberries and cucumbers in her Fortune Delight. But how important it is that as you're sharing and as you are telling someone about these foods, I think it's really important that you use what Sunrider has put together for you. Because their literature, guys, is really, as you all love, is really just like a product fact sheet with a how-to and gives the information that everyone's looking for. And that way, you'll find that if I'm sharing this with my mom, and she says, but I want to share it with her friend, Karen, can you do that for me? Well, my answer is to myself, right? What have I not really given my mom so that she can do it for herself? So I want to make sure, guys, that you all have really good sources of the information, and that whether it's you that are sharing it or they receive it and they tell two people, which is how this goes, guys, right? Everybody has to duplicate and has to have something that makes sense, or else they're going to keep asking you to explain it. And the truth is, our goal here, or my goal here, is that these products get worldwide. They get to everybody, so everybody has a chance to be well. That's really my truth here for you. That this should not be something that's hidden or a secret, or we'll wait a few months to share it. Because just as what happened with Dodie, once you actually consume this and you have your own experience, we all talk. We tell somebody. And how wonderful for each one of you if you did tell somebody and they loved it and they received something that was with a Sunrider note card that was in it with a how-to with the product, and they could duplicate that. Guys, I want to just really end with this. A lot of you have shared with me that your goal or your private secret is that you want to be able to really afford all the foods that I constantly cover, and that cannot come out of the other parts of your budget. So I am telling you very honestly, very clearly and succinctly that I was no different than you. I was a college student, and the truth was I shared it and I duplicated it, and I gave the correct literature from Sunrider with a system that made sense, and everybody told each other, and I set myself up for the rest of my life to have a residual income in a business I love, but a stream of income that has always and will forever blessed my life, the adoption of all 4 of my children, and their futures, now that we have 2 in college. I want the same for you. I don't want you to just feel good and then say, I can't afford the product. So, as Dodie is, I'm challenging you to share, but to share in a way that's duplicatable. And then tonight, Donna's going to jump on here. Sunrider has a call, and they will explain what a preferred customer is. And there are some bonuses for everybody who wants to be a customer that is sharing it. That's a wonderful place to begin. But I need you all to really hear what Dodie is saying. Sunrider has done this for you. It's right here. The products we know work. They're the most absorbable. Guys, so is the residual income for you, if you want it, to afford your products. All right, Donna. Thank you, Dodie. Donna, tell them about your call coming up.
Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. What a great call, Dodie. I'm so excited you were on and got to share our amazing Karen G and all her knowledge. Isn't that exciting? She's such a great teacher. But I just wanted to let everybody know that following this, at 4 is our weekly team call, which is on our Rising Stars team page, the link. And then right after that, like Dodie said, there's going to be the win call. So at 5 o'clock, that link is also on our Rising Stars team page. So thank you, guys. Another great call. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, and I will get on your call right now. All right, everybody. Hope it helped, and we will just keep persevering. Enjoy, guys. If you need me, go ahead and email. And thanks again, Dodie, and thank you, Donna. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.